Alright guys, Dokkan has dropped the EZAs and Super EZA details for Tech Syn Shenron, Super EZA Strength Omega Shenron, Super EZA SSJ4s from year 2. I don't know if the rest of the details are going to be coming later or at a different point in time and they're doing these in batches, but we have these first 4 units and probably the most important of the upcoming EZA, Super EZAs and side EZAs that we could possibly get, and we're starting with the Tech Syn Shenron, who would be a massive help to Dokkan Fest LR Omega's team, so I'm hoping he's good. He will randomly change key spheres of a certain type to rainbow orbs. We just got rainbow orb changing coming out the woodwork right now. Key +2, 150 attack and defense at the start of turn, 50% chance to crit, 50% chance of an additional super. For 1 turn from the character's entry, damage reduction rate of 40%, which for a 1 turn kind of thing, pretty solid. When attacking, disable the enemy's guard, 50% attack and defense per key sphere obtained up to 350%. So if you pick up 7 orbs, and then combine it with his starter turn attack and defense, you're looking at, what, 500% attack and defense just there? It's kind of crazy. With 2 or more key spheres obtained, that's another 20% damage reduction. With 3 or more key spheres obtained, chance to crit by 20%. With 4 or more key spheres obtained, that's another 20% damage reduction. We don't have any more, so that means turn 1, if you can get 4 or more orbs with Tech Syn, which as a rainbow orb changer really should be very easy to do. You're looking at a total of what, 80% damage reduction? Unless there's more. Was there more? There's not more. 80% damage reduction, no? Yeah, 40 here, 20 here, 20 here. Yeah, that's 80% damage reduction. Which for 1 turn, I can't lie, I know it's only 1 turn that he gets the big 40 for. That's pretty good combined with all the stats you could possibly get with him as well, then super attack. You know, because right now we're kind of in short form content. We are in shorter content. So having a unit that can basically tank very well in the very beginning, especially when a lot of units need to build up or you're getting your rotations in order, and also big bad bosses being active, by the way. Let's not forget he also has that, so make sure you're link leveling him. He could actually help out quite a bit, and again, especially when there's locking on like Rose from the special battle and also Omega as well. So I actually quite like that. Of course, without it, after turn 1, you're looking at a total of 40% damage reduction, which isn't bad. But of course, you probably want him to super first, bulk himself up, get a decent amount of orbs, especially the full 350, and then he's in a much better spot. So where are we up to? 5 or more key spheres obtained, 30% chance to crit, which combined with the 50 he's already got, that's 80% crit chance, which is pretty nice. Really intrigued to see what his numbers will be. 6 more key spheres obtained, guaranteed additional, which again, he already has a 50% chance to do one. So he could possibly do 3 if you do get 6 or more. And then 7 or more orbs, attacked enemies, attack and defense, 20% for 2 turns. I'm not going to lie, it's not a bad effect to have on 7. But I'm not going to lie, if I'm getting the full 7 key spheres, which would be the most difficult because it's the most, I'm not going to lie, I would give him something a bit more valuable. I think that's my only slight qualm, and that's me nitpicking, is this is okay to have. I'd probably, if you're going to have this in his kit, have this as a base thing he does. And then put something important here, like maybe another 20% damage reduction. Maybe give him some more, bulk him out a bit more. Maybe give him dodge, something like that. But something a bit more important than just minus 20% attack and defense on enemies. On super attack, greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn. Again, ideal scenario, slot 2, slot 3. You get him all the orbs possible, or as many orbs as you possibly can. As many as the 7 to get that full attack and defense of the 350. Super attacks a couple times. Gets, you know, 2 to 3, hidden potential system kicks in, maybe 4 super attacks, that's 50% attack and defense, anywhere from 2 to 3, maybe even 4 times. Damage reduction. He's going to be very, very solid for a side EZA, don't forget that. He's not a major EZA, he's not super EZA. He's a side EZA and he looks very, very solid. And he's actually a really good addition to Omega Shenron's team and just GT bosses, because GT bosses needs all the help it can get. And he's going to link very, very well, especially with big bad bosses, with the Dokkan Fest LR Omega. So as a side EZA, I think he's actually really, really good. Really, really solid. I said if I'm nitpicking, that 7 or more orb effect, I would just want something a bit more important. I'll be really real. But moving on to Strength Omega's Super EZA, which I really want to be good. Please give him the AGL Rose treatment. Make him really strong, defensively solid, make him an amazing support. I mean, to be fair, the team doesn't actually need it with how good Omega's support is, especially if you run 2 and the domain. So just make him really strong, both offensively and defensively, and I'm good. So he starts with 150 attack and defense, all enemies minus 40% attack, actually quite a lot. And then additional 20% defense for superclass enemies. Full power or GT bosses, category allies, key +2 and attack +40%, plus an additional attack +20% for characters who also are extreme. So already we got the support, now you just need to make him chunky. Per extreme class ally attacking in the same turn, self-excluded, chance to crit and damage reduction of 20%, and 100% attack and defense when attacking. We're starting something, Dokkan. When there is another full power or GT bosses category ally attacking in the same turn, another 150 attack and defense, and a additional attack, there's a 70% chance to become a super attack. When attacking with 12 or more key, 100% attack and defense. Then as the third attacker in a turn or when the target enemy is in the following status, lowered attack or defense, 150 attack, and a guaranteed additional. Is there more? There's not more. This just might be my own expectations and what I wanted, but they could have done more, no? Support, nice. I mean, Omega supports a lot as is. Having even more, cool. That's great. That's going to help units like Omega himself. That's also going to help the likes of the free-to-play LR Nova and any other unit on the team. The support, great. You know, we got partially the Rose treatment. I mean, attacking in the same turn, I mean, you're looking at, what, 60% damage reduction? I mean, he's still pretty beefy. I mean, he's basically Rose, but I think maybe not as good. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm kind of spitballing. I think number-wise, he's going to put out some very good damage. With the additionals, he's going to do a good amount of total damage. You know, you're going to want to give him a decent amount of crit. Or maybe a little bit of crit. Primarily, you want dodge in his dupe system now. Yeah, with all the crit chance from here and the tiny bit he's going to have from his hidden potential system being a strength unit, he's going to be doing some damage. I kind of wish he also had guard. Just beef him out a bit more. I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering Rose's kit. He does look good. He looks very solid as well. Again, we got the support. Again, there's going to be a ton of support on Omega's team. He's got damage reduction, only attached to per extreme class ally attacking in the same turn, which if you're running Omega's team, primarily there's just going to be extreme units there, so that's easy to do. Loads of stats, additionals are in there. He looks good. I just kind of wish he'd done a bit more. But then maybe because of how good Dokkan Fest Omega is, maybe he doesn't need to be as good as I wanted him to be because of how good Omega is and how much support. And don't forget the domain, especially running 2 dual domains and support on that team. So maybe I'm being a little bit harsh. He looks good. He looks good. I think I wanted him and expected him to be better. But as I said, maybe he doesn't need to be because of how good Dokkan Fest Omega is. But still, I'm happy with that. Then we've got the Super EZA for SSJ4 Vegeta. I'm excited for these ones, I'm telling you. Especially with Gogeta's team and Giant 8 power. I'm excited for this. Key +2, 200% attack and defense. Launches an additional attack. There's a 70% chance to become a super. Per superclass ally attacking in the same turn. 100% attack and defense and 10% damage reduction. Is that it? So you give Omega, what, 20? You give Jeet 10? You couldn't give him the same? Maybe something a bit closer? 10? That's 20-30% damage reduction. What am I going to do with that in Big 2025? When there's an extreme class enemy or when there's another GT Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn, which is going to be very easy to do with Gogeta's team. All allies 40% defense, guaranteed crit. That's very nice. When attacking with 12 or more key, 100% attack as a second or third attacker in a turn, 100% attack and defense. Then when receiving a super attack, 100% defense temporarily. 50% chance to nullify and counter with tremendous power. Is that it? No, this one I'm being serious. I wanted them to be good. No, I'm being serious. Is that it? Cool. Decent amount of stats. Should be putting out some solid numbers, especially with the guaranteed crit of a GT Heroes category ally. Should be some solid damage. Support. Cool. Only defense. I'm guessing Goku's going to give attack. Solid support. I'll take it. Nullify. Nice. Only 50, not 70, but there's a nullify in there. That's nice. Is that it? And I'm mainly referring to the 10% damage reduction per superclass ally in the same turn. Is that it? What am I supposed to do with that at Big 2025? Unless I'm like reading these stats wrong. And maybe he's going to get way more stats than I'm actually comprehending right now. Is that it? Maybe these stats are going to make him incredibly juiced up. Like really, really juiced up. And I'm just missing something, and that damage reduction being so little isn't actually an issue. But I kind of feel like this isn't enough. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. But then we've got SSJ4 Goku. Hopefully you're a lot better than what I've seen from Jeets. So he is Key +2, 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, 70% chance to crit. Per superclass ally attacking in the same turn, 100% attack and defense and 10% damage reduction again. Could we have not given him a little bit more maybe? I don't know. Then when there's extreme class enemy or when there is another GT Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn, all allies 40% attack and a guaranteed additional super. When attacking with 12 or more key, 150 attack. When receiving an attack as the first or second attacker in a turn, 200% defense. Then when receiving a super attack, 100% defense temporarily and a 50% chance to nullify and counter with tremendous power. I mean, Goku looks a little bit better. Maybe I'm missing something with all these stats. Maybe these stats are going to make him so incredibly beefed up that maybe the little damage reduction they got and them not doing a whole lot isn't actually a problem, isn't going to be an issue. One thing's for certain is he's never going in slot 1. He just doesn't have enough. Slot 2, cool. Although I kind of wish this wasn't slot 1 or slot 2. I wish this was slot 2 or slot 3, because if you think about the teams you're going to be running Goku on, GT Heroes being primarily one, and Giant 8 Power being the other, you can also include the 10th anniversary leads from Goku and Vegeta. You're not going to have them in slot 2 when you think about the units that are going to be there. You know, SSJ4 Gogeta. You know, you also have the Year 7 EZAs. That's a rotation in itself. Carnival LSSJ4 Goku. You know, you could have one floating, one in slot 2, or both floating. I mean, he could definitely go in slot 2. I just think with the possibility of in SSJ4 being the major EZA and still a possibility for part 2. Because again, Fusion Zamasu's EZA got revealed like a week later. It can still happen. Kind of no space for him to be on the rotation. I mean, you can just naturally move someone into slot 3, but we're talking some big boy units here, you know. I don't have a problem with it. I just would have preferred slot 2 or slot 3, especially with the options we have on the teams that he's going to go on. Goku definitely looks better than Jeets, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I just wanted them to be better than they actually are. But all in all, the EZAs are solid. He is very, very good. Great addition to Omega Shenron's team. Even more support flowing through as well. He is also pretty good as well. Again, I wanted him to be busted, but I think with how good Omega Shenron's team actually is, he didn't need to be as good as I wanted him to be. Still a very good Super EZA. I feel like these two aren't doing enough, but maybe with the amount of stats, or maybe there's a multiplicative reason in there that I'm missing off the top of my head. They look solid. They look like they'll do the job, and that's fine. I kind of thought they would do more. Again, maybe that's my own expectations coming back to bite me, but maybe I'm just missing something. I do think Goku's a tad bit better than Jeets, but I feel like maybe they could have done more. But again, maybe I'm just missing something. You can let me know down in the comments, and also your thoughts on these EZAs and Super EZAs. But all in all very good, all very, very solid, a good batch. Can't wait to see what the other side EZAs do. Hopefully they're very, very good as well, especially with how long we've been waiting for some of those EZAs to drop. We're talking like 8 years. But I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.